Tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He was trying to get it to Tyreek. Touchdown, Falcons! Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons add on.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. First down and much more here for Jones. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And the Falcons are going to take over here up near the 40. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well. That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Touchdown, Falcons! Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence to Shenault on the slant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Now Lawrence. This is caught, and he'll be out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they come out and reestablish. Tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Take off your helmet and give me a kiss, man.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles. And then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Here's Chris Claybrooks to return, and he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Cooper Kupp with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Brady's going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other. And
that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because of the...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And he is just 1 reception away from 10 in this game. I don't know what they need to do defensively, but something has to be altered, does it not?
I know that when...
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Odell Beckham